Pirate Sports Properties and ECU Athletics present The Joe Dooley Show.
Coming up this week on The Joe Dooley Show, the Pirates went back to work on the hardwoods this week with games against Tulane and Temple. We'll have all of the highlights as East Carolina opened conference play in the American. We had a visit from a voice that Pirate baseball fans will certainly recognize. Corey Glore is now the voice of the Green Wave, and he was back for a visit this past week. And we'll take a look at what's next for Pirate basketball as East Carolina gets set for a trip to Cincinnati this Wednesday and then the home game against Memphis on Saturday. This is The Joe Dooley Show, and the Pirate head coach joins me next.
The Joe Dooley Show is brought to you by Vidant Health, proud sponsor of keeping Pirate fans healthy.
You've been training for this moment all year long because Pirate Nation depends on you. At Vidant Health, we'll keep you strong, proud, and loud. You're going to need a healthy set of lungs, endurance to last the entire game, and brute strength to carry your team to the championship. So depend on Vidant Health, official health system of the ECU Pirates.
Get the gift of more for less with Suddenlink's best holiday deal ever. For a limited time, get reliable, high-speed 300 meg internet for the low price of $29.99 a month. And get every item on your wish list with a $300 Visa prepaid card. HBO Max included on us and a free Wi-Fi extender for greater whole home Wi-Fi coverage. But this deal ends December 5th, so hurry to get 300 meg internet for just $29.99 a month. And with optimum flexibility from Suddenlink, there are no contracts or hidden fees. Get more for less at suddenlink.com today.
The sun rises, and we rise with it. Pursuing new opportunities to change the world.
We have a lot to cover, so let's get started.
One day at a time.
We are Pirate Nation.
One community at a time.
And we give no quarter.
One person at a time. A new day is beginning in the East. It's your time to rise.
Crying 'cause I love you.
Pepsi Wild Cherry.
Welcome back to the Joe Dooley Show. Brian Bailey with Coach Dooley. Game one this week. East Carolina with a big win over the Green Wave of Tulane, 88-80 in overtime. And really, because of all the problems you guys have had with COVID and not being able to practice, guys look really good.
I thought the guys were great. I mean, we didn't know what to expect. In all honesty, we'd been shut down for a little bit, hadn't practiced with the exception of Tuesday. One day we had the guys that played in the game. The biggest concern we had was conditioning. And I did think we ran out of a little gas late, and we probably got some adrenaline from some shots that we made, but I thought the guys tried hard. I thought there was a really good effort for what they went through.
A couple of observations from the first half. First of all, you played some players that we really haven't seen much of, and they played well.
Yeah, Terry Mosier and those guys came out and did some really good things and bought us some minutes. And I said you didn't play a lot of minutes, but the minutes you played were meaningful. And that also gives the coaching staff a little bit more trust and maybe give them a little bit longer opportunity or give them another opportunity down the road. He earned it.
Especially in that first half. The guys really passed the basketball well.
Well, we ended up having 25 assists, and that's a really good number. I think on 37 or 35 field goals, and I thought the ball moved a lot better in the first half. I thought Tulane did a nice job of adjusting. We really got the ball to the middle of their zone in the first half. In the second half, we got a little bit more stagnant. I think some of that was fatigue.
Tristan Newton put on some kind of show. 32 points, 28 came in the second half. 14 of those came in the overtime.
Yeah, I mean, let's just get out of the way. I mean, sometimes we all, he did a good job of, guys did a nice job of creating some angles for him, creating some sets of screens, and the bottom line is he stepped up and made shots.
And that's the kind of win that's going to give you guys confidence down the road, isn't it?
Well, it was good. I think, we talk to our guys all the time about being able to be appreciative that you're able to play. I know we missed 2 games, and the guys were disappointed, but I think the opportunity to play is they should be grateful for it. I think they were.
It's East Carolina and the Green Wave of Tulane, a Wednesday night at Williams Arena, Menzies Coliseum. Let's take a look at those highlights.
Today's highlights are brought to you by these local Nationwide agents.
Change tonight in the ECU lineup. Brandon Johnson starting for Luigi DeBow. He's one of 3 Pirates not available tonight, still in the COVID protocols for Joe Dooley's team. Here's Jackson hitting a 3, and if the Pirates are going to have some success tonight against this matchup zone, you have to hit that shot on the weak side.
And Jackson can do that.
J.J. Miles, who they just got back, feeds it to Johnson, who's been impressive. Little give and go underneath. Johnson inside.
Nice job against it now. Can use if you're ECU.
After beating Cincinnati 68-60 over the weekend. And they'll turn the basketball over. Nice feed ahead. Tracked down by Suggs. He'll lay it in.
Great play by Jackson against a very good automatic. He's so good at shooting the 3-ball.
Mosher. Nice feed, got it to the cutting. Robinson White who laid it in.
Nice job by Mosher. Good shot by Tremont.
Nice job to run the floor again. Suggs up and in.
Yeah, transition game right now costing
his career.
Yeah.
At UNC Asheville, he averaged 16 a game. On the other end, speaking of guys that can fill it up, Vance Jackson. Arkansas, UConn, New Mexico is where he's played, a big recruit out of Southern California many, many years ago. Pirates up 6. Oh, pretty bounce pass. And the finish. No ill effects there for Newton. Bring it in for his first. Off the floor by Brandon Johnson, one of the leading rebounders in the American. Here's a 3. Jackson. Yes!
And Hunter's taking a timeout. He's livid because he knows he's got 2. Look. And he got the steal. That's a big play for Tremont Robinson.
Ahead to Miles, who jams it in. My gracious.
Yeah.
Brandon Suggs had a big game last time the Pirates played more than 2 weeks ago. 11 to break out of a slump. Miles hit it. He was fouled. Transfer himself from LaSalle. And he's made over 100 threes in his college basketball career. That's back-to-back buckets now for R.J. Felton. A 43-37 advantage for the Pirates, who led by as many as 14. Their first game since a 15-day layoff due to COVID protocols. Whips it back out. The Forbes, but they turn the basketball over. Suggs going to take it himself, and the pretty finish. Boy, a determined drive and a splendid finish by Brandon Suggs, who's got 10. East Carolina just 3 of 9 from the floor this half. Bobbled by Robinson White on the cut, out to Newton. He'll take the 3 and zeroes it in.
That's a big 3, a good timeout by Joe Dooley. But
time since 2015. Oh, a steal. Nice anticipation. Tristan Newton goes glass, scores! Been a good one here between these two. Here tonight, Pirates with the lead. Johnson finishes with the flush.
Nice pass. Great defensive effort at the other end.
Inside Jackson, double team. Here's a 3 out of the corner. It's up and in. Oh, what a big shot.
On the great shooter from Alabama, Forbes. Here it is. Here's the down ball. There's Forbes.
He'll take the 3. He'll make the 3. Wow.
You had your best man on him, and he knocked it down. You cannot help out Tulane to stop you. ECU goes for the easy one.
Newton on the drive and the finish. Now the Pirates need a 3 to tie.
They're not going to give you the 3. You're going to have to launch one. Like
Newton
that.
for the tie. Hit it!
You got to be ready. You got to be ready. This is deep. Look, and hand in his face by Zion James. He had him covered. That's just a big-time shot. Make him throw it crazy. Now, you pick that off.
It's up in the air.
Oh,
it's
my
caught.
goodness.
Cross will shoot it, and it will roll out at the horn. Oh, my goodness.
Whoa.
Here's Tristan for 3 again, and he rainbows that one in.
Yeah. And they rushed it, didn't have to.
Here is Newton, high off the window, bank it in.
Now you got to get back, you got to defend, and you got to find the two guys to set up Tristan.
Newton, pull up 15, splash!
Do you take your last time out? Let's see what.
8 for Newton and here in overtime. Suggs, double, back to Newton, long 3. Yes! Wow!
Well, it's a great win for ECU, and Ron Hunter has got a great year. He knows what he's done. He's playing great. He's on the road, and it's just a good win for the Pirates.
Joe Dooley and his Pirates, 88-80.
Like, first half, I was missing wide open shots. It wasn't falling, so my teammates tell me keep going, keep shooting it, so that's what I did, and they start to fall.
This is my 3rd year with Tristan, so I'm kind of used to it. I see it in practice, so like he hits the same shots in practice. Like when the buzzer finna go off in practice, he do the same stuff, so it's kind of like regular for me.
The true sign of a great teammate because he gave everybody else the credit.
Yeah, well, Tristan, I mean, he made the shots. Guys did their job to help him, but I think they also have confidence that he can make those shots. They put him in position. I mean, little things like setting a screen are really important. They don't seem like big things, but just doing your job helps.
And he also made Brandon Suggs smile. We don't see that very often.
Yeah, Brandon doesn't smile an awful lot, so that if he made Brandon smile, he was in a good mood.
East Carolina with the big win in overtime. Let's take a break. Back with more on the Joe Dooley Show right after this.
I got to give you guys, that's about as good one as I've been calling. You could have folded a couple times. Played a lot of minutes without having practice. Now it's pro ball. I'm telling you, I've said this to you this afternoon, we're not near as good as we used to be. Do you guys agree with that? We got 2 or 3 more levels we can go to. We get everybody healthy, we get everybody back tight. I know you didn't play a ton of minutes, but you know what? You helped us win the game. We'll get you a game plan for tomorrow. That's the guys. Let's go. Pirates on 3. 1, 2, 3. Pirates.
The Joe Dooley Show is brought to you by ECU Physicians. ECU Physicians, your wellness is our specialty.
The most comprehensive care in Eastern North Carolina for every stage of life. 37 specialties. Over 500 providers. ECU Physicians, your wellness, our specialty.
Oh, Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie Dyes?
Have you tried these yet?
Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie Dye, the loudest flavors ever.
Someone you can rely, who's always on your side. That's why there's Nationwide. That's why there's Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side.
All these other banks are changing names right and left. They don't care like they used to care a long time ago.
Jim Clement, president of Town Insurance, talks about townspeople here in Greenville.
With Town Insurance and now Town Bank, the folks that work for us have that attitude where if somebody walks in, I'm here to help them. And I think that's the team that Town Bank's put together here. They have that attitude. Honesty, it's sincerity, it's hard work, it's genuineness that these people have that are here.
In times of calm, in times of crisis, your wellness is our specialty.
Oh, Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie Dyes?
Have you tried these yet?
Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie Dye, the loudest flavors ever.
The sun rises, and we rise with it. Pursuing new opportunities to change the world.
We have a lot to cover, so let's get started.
One day at a time.
We are Pirate Nation.
One community at a time.
And we give no quarter.
One person at a time. A new day is beginning in the East. It's your time to rise.
The Joe Dooley Show is presented by Suddenlink. Stay connected with Suddenlink.
Welcome back to the Joe Dooley Show. Game 2 this week, a trip up to Philadelphia to take on the Temple Owls.
Well, Temple's got a really good team, as we know. Damian Dunn, local kid, has had a really good season. They've had to battle some injuries. Their leading scorer of battle has been out with the fifth metatarsal. Just a really gritty team, and obviously great history and tradition at Temple. The 5th winningest program in NCAA history.
We take the momentum of that win from Wednesday night up north.
Yeah, that always helps. I mean, I think winning gives you a little bit more adrenaline, has a little more pep in your step, and you go to practice for all of us.
And you hope to get the entire roster back. I know it's day to day, as you say, hour to hour.
Well, we made a lot of progress. On Sunday we played 3-on-3. On Monday we played 4-on-4, and on Tuesday we played 5-on-5. So hopefully we can have some subs this week.
It's East Carolina and the Temple Owls from Philadelphia. Let's take a look at those highlights.
Newton trying to get him on the board. Draws a crowd. Free ball from the corner is good by Tremont Robinson-White to get the Pirates on the scoreboard. And the rebound goes to Brandon Suggs for the Pirates.
Brandon Suggs' shoe came off during that possession.
Good feed inside, and Brandon Johnson finishes. Well, Mr. Newton has certainly delivered. Good look again. He's playing the role of a playmaker, not so much a scorer, but he is number 1 in assists. Now we know why. It's Tristan Newton from behind his back on Jaleel White's defense. Jump shot just inside the foul line, and Newton with the bucket.
Let's see how ECU attacks Temple, this really small lineup. And that's what they do. First thing, drops it down to the big fella.
That's Alonzo Frink, been the man of late, working against Sage Tolbert. Spins with the left hand, showing some versatility.
Both hands, right? Let's see if ECU tries to get that ball into their big fellas.
Frink gets it to one of the bigs, and that's J.J. Miles, the senior from Garysburg, North Carolina, with the layup. Johnson got it to Newton. Deep 3 ball is good by Vance Jackson. Hicks is cold today. He's now 0 for 4 from the field, and down at the other end, a 3 ball. Nothing doing. Kicks it to Newton. 5 to shoot. 3 to shoot. Newton puts it up and in right before the expiration of the shot clock. With 15 to shoot, Newton goes to the corner. 3 ball from over there is made by J.J. Miles. It's led by 6 at halftime, and they trail by 4 right now, but there's a 3 ball from the corner that's made by Robinson-White in the win, and then overtime victory for the Pirates against Tulane. A loose ball and a steal. Robinson-White to the bucket, and he finishes with the slam dunk, and the lead goes back to the Pirates with Pirates down by 3. To the bucket and the layup. Yes! And an and one coming up for Robinson-White. 4 seconds. 3, 2 for the win. Yes! At the buzzer! 2 games in a row. Damian Dunn with the ball in his hands knocks down the tray, and Temple has a 78-75 win.
Pops it up into left. Alec Burleson calling everyone off. Makes the grab, and let's go to Louisville. The Pirates come all the way from the brink, and they win 4 straight to win the Greenville Regional, and they are off to their 5th ever Super Regional.
You've been training for this moment all year long because Pirate Nation depends on you. At Vidant Health, we'll keep you strong, proud, and loud. You're going to need a healthy set of lungs, endurance to last the entire game, and brute strength to carry your team to the championship. So depend on Vidant Health, official health system of the ECU Pirates.
It's Suddenlink's best holiday deal ever. Power all your new holiday devices with 1 gig internet for the low price of $49.99 a month. And as a treat, unwrap a $300 Visa prepaid card. HBO Max included on us for 1 year and a free Wi-Fi extender. Plus, get Suddenlink stream with your favorite shows and streaming apps all in one device. But this deal ends December 5th. Get the speed and reliability of our fastest internet at our lowest price of the season. And with optimum flexibility from Suddenlink, there are no contracts or hidden fees. Visit suddenlink.com today.
The sun rises, and we rise with it. Pursuing new opportunities to change the world.
We have a lot to cover, so let's get started.
One day at a time.
We are Pirate Nation.
One community at a time.
And we give no quarter.
One person at a time. A new day is beginning in the East. It's your time to rise.
Crying 'cause I love you.
Pepsi Wild Cherry.
Welcome back to our show, joined by an old friend. Corey Glore back in town as the voice of the Tulane Green Wave. You remember his 6 years as the broadcaster for East Carolina Pirate Baseball. You saw a lot of wins in those 6 years. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for welcoming me back, not throwing rocks at me or anything like that. But no, it's good to be back. It's a little weird, but it's been good to be back.
Folks may not recognize the face, but they certainly know the voice of Pirate Baseball for 6 great years.
I try to keep the face hidden. That's your job. You stay on TV, I stay on radio. It was a great 6 years. I loved every second of it. The way that this school, this program treated me over the years was exceptional, and it allowed me to do what I'm doing now, which is calling basketball and football and baseball at Tulane, and I'll never trade those 6 years for anything.
Over those 6 years, what were some of your favorite calls?
Oh boy, I mean, I vividly, the Travis Watkins against Virginia in 2016, that walk-off win in the regional, and then winning the conference tournament in 2018, and then the regional comebacks in 2021, and the Charlotte game stood out huge for me just recently, and then 2020 coming back from an 0-1 deficit in the regional and winning that regional in Greenville. This program filled me with some incredible moments to call. I just hope I didn't screw them up.
You remember the Lane Hoover call?
Oh, there are a couple Lane Hoover calls. The one over Charlotte where my voice cracked, is that the one you're talking about? Oh yeah. And then he had a home run also against Charlotte that I stood out to as well. But yes, I still get made fun of a little bit for that Lane Hoover call against Charlotte.
How do you like New Orleans and being with Tulane?
It's been great. The people there have been great. Tulane has been really welcoming to me and allowed me to just be involved with the teams. And the city it's never a dull moment in that city.
Corey, you'll always be welcome here at East Carolina, I'm sure.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, guys.
That's Corey Glore. Back with more on the Joe Dooley Show for you right after this.
The Joe Dooley Show is presented by Pepsi, the official soft drink of Pirate Nation.
Oh, Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie-Dye?
Have you tried these yet?
Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie-Dye, the loudest flavors ever.
All these other banks are changing names right and left. They don't care like they used to care a long time ago.
Jim Clement, president of Town Insurance, talks about townspeople here in Greenville.
With Town Insurance and now Town Bank, the folks that work for us have that attitude where if somebody walks in, I'm here to help them. And I think that's the team that Town Bank's put together here. They have that attitude. Honesty, it's sincerity, it's hard work, it's genuineness that these people have that are here.
Someone you can rely, who's always on your side. That's why there's Nationwide. That's why there's Nationwide. Nationwide. nationwide is on your side.
The sun rises, and we rise with it. Pursuing new opportunities to change the world.
We have a lot to cover, so let's get started.
One day at a time.
We are Pirate Nation.
One community at a time.
And we give no quarter.
One person at a time. A new day is beginning in the East. It's your time to rise.
Oh, Bud Light Seltzer Retro tie-dye?
Have you tried these yet?
Bud Light Seltzer Retro tie-dye, the loudest flavors ever.
The sun rises, and we rise with it. Pursuing new opportunities to change the world.
We have a lot to cover, so let's get started.
One day at a time.
We are Pirate Nation.
One community at a time.
And we give no quarter.
One person at a time. A new day is beginning in the East. It's your time to rise.
Town Bank presents the play of the week. Town Bank, serving others, enriching lives.
Been a good one here between these two. Here tonight, Pirates with the lead. Johnson finishes with the flush.
Nice pass, great defensive effort at the other end.
Welcome back to the Coach Dooley Show. Coming up this week for East Carolina Pirate basketball, a trip to Cincinnati midweek.
Great atmosphere, great program. Wes Mo's done a really good job. I know they're trying to get acclimated. They're trying to get used to his style of play, but they've had some really solid wins.
And then the Pirates come back home to take on the Memphis Tigers. We all know just how much talent that Memphis team has.
Yeah, I mean, watching them on TV, they're about as talented as any team I've coached against. I mean, 1 through 10 or 11. I think once they get the pieces together and they figure out their roles, they could be dynamite.
And then oddly enough, these are two teams that Tulane has already beaten this year, and you guys knocked off the Green Wave this week.
Yeah, you throw all those out the window. You and I both know, but I mean, they both got really good teams. And Cincinnati was coming out of a pause. Memphis played without a couple guys at Tulane. Which is going to happen this year. You just don't know when you show up game to game. The biggest thing is to go down and see the court who the other team has.
Games with Cincinnati and Memphis coming up next week right here on The Joe Dooley Show.
The Joe Dooley Show is an exclusive presentation of the Pirate Sports Network from Learfield.